There have to be secrets of success. I mean, think about it. There are certain people on this planet who seem to achieve extraordinary results, and then a lot of people who never go beyond average. My name is Jerome Wade. I'm the Elite Producers Coach, and in this video, I'm going to share my success secrets and how and why they will work for you. Now, before we dive into these success secrets, let's do a bit of a recap. In video number 1, we talked about the one thing you must avoid at all cost. In video number 2, we talked about how to create momentum personally and professionally. Now in video 3, let's dive into these success secrets. It was a number of years ago, and I was flying across country to interview a couple of young emerging leaders. And in my conversations with them, I love their aspirations. I love their dreams. I love the hopes. I love the vision that they had for their life and the leadership impact that they saw for their future. I was inspired by it, and that's why I had chosen them and brought them to the final candidate stage of employment for our organization. I landed in Nashville and drove to the location where the first candidate was. I saw him in his own environment. He was spectacular. He really did a lot of amazing things. But then as I interviewed him later one-on-one, I began to think, I wonder if he realizes what it takes to be the success that he wants to be. Well, after my interview with him, I had another interview back-to-back in Tampa, Florida. So then I flew from Nashville to Tampa and began to have conversations with the next candidate. And the same thing began to kind of nag me internally. I wonder if he knows what it really takes to be a success. Well, it was on that trip that I framed out exactly what I'm going to share with you today that has influenced my life for the last 30 years of my professional pursuits. You see, for 30 years, I've been in executive leadership and entrepreneurial endeavors. I'm a bit of a serial CEO, launched numerous nonprofit organizations as well as for-profit businesses. So with these success secrets I share with you today, I want you to embrace the simplicity of them, but I want you to see the profound power that each of these success secrets entail. Now, the first success secret I want to share with you today is the secret of a strong mind. Now, I'm going to use 5 metaphors today, and they're all kind of different regions of the human body, but I want you to see this today. The first place that success starts is with a strong mind. Early on in my career, as I just began to dabble with pursuits, and I remember the first position that I was given, it was helping a nonprofit organization provide, support and services to junior high and high school students. And I thought, what am I thinking? What have I got myself into? Well, I knew enough that I could learn some key strategies that would change the game for me. The first key strategy that I learned, and this has been 30 years ago now, was that in order for me to be the success that I want to be, in order for me to have the impact and the influence that I ultimately dream of, it all begins with a strong mind. Now, here's a couple of aspects of what it means to have a strong mind. First of all, you have to have mental toughness, right? You have to have the ability to mentally be resilient, because if you look at success, it's a battlefield. Right? We have to go to war to see our dreams come true. And if we have mental weakness, we will never endure the rigors of the battlefield of success. So the first aspect of a strong mind is mental toughness. But here's the other thing I want you to see. A couple more key aspects here. It's also about having a belief set that is an under fabric, right? An inner fabric of our life where we believe in impossibilities. We believe in things that other people see as impossible. We believe that we can achieve. We believe not only that we can, we believe that we will, and we believe that we must. You see, a strong mind gives us the edge to see what others cannot see so that we can pursue what others will not pursue. Here's a third aspect that I want you to see. So it has to deal with, strong mind has to deal with a mental toughness. It has to deal with our inner belief system. And then it also has to deal with the mental attitude. How are we looking at life? What's our positivity or negativity quotient? Are we turning the camera angle? Are we turning a brighter light into a dark situation so that we can see our way through? The first success secret is that of a strong mind. So many people never see their dreams fulfilled because they have a weak mind. They give in, they give up, they quit. They can't see through the darkness. They can't see another way. So a strong mind. Let's go from a strong mind. The second success secret is that of broad shoulders. I remember my first executive position. I sat with my board of directors. This was another nonprofit that I had launched. And I was sitting with them and I'm like, guys, I just feel this pressure. Right? There was this overwhelming pressure that seemed to just bear down on me. And I was early into, my executive role with them. I was a founder of it. So we were launching this organization from scratch, bootstrapping it. But as we started to rapidly grow and our influence rapidly increased, I felt the pressure. You see, what I had to learn from a very young age is that in order to be successful, you've got to have broad shoulders. And here's what that metaphor represents. It's the ability to carry the weight of responsibility. People want success until they realize how heavy of a responsibility it can be. It's not a light burden. There is a heavy component to success because with success comes responsibility. Right? So we have to be able to shoulder the responsibilities that are given to us as we start to succeed. And while our success at first might be micro-mental, right? We have these micro elements of success. There comes a place where we hit this quantum leap, where we hit this rapid acceleration and we go from micro developments to macro developments, and the weight and the pressure can just consume a person. So many leaders, so many entrepreneurs, so many sales professionals buckle under the weight of responsibility because their shoulders are weak and narrow. You see, it's not only so that we can shoulder the responsibility of success, it's so that we can shoulder the opportunity. Here's what's so profound. When you start seeing success, and there's a momentum of success happening in your life, you're not the only one who sees it. There's people in your life, people in your organization. There's people that begin to observe saying, hey, something is going on with them. We need to understand what's happening here. And then they want your success to influence their success. They want your success to influence their organization. They want your success. You see, what happens here is opportunity starts coming to you. And if you have very narrow shoulders that can't handle a heavy load, you'll never handle the weight of opportunity. So we must have, first success secret, a strong mind. The second success secret is that we must have broad shoulders. Here's the third success secret. We must have thick skin. Oh my gosh, if I could have learned this lesson when I first started 30 years ago, it sure would have been valuable back then. Because in my early years as a leader, I had way too thin of skin. I mean, somebody could say something to me, criticize me, critique something, say something negative about me, write something negative about me. I mean, it just destroyed me. I mean, it absolutely just crumbled me. But through the years, I began to realize a pattern that, wait a minute, it's just part of being a leader. It's just part of being the person who's on the front lines of making success happen. And by the way, there's going to be a lot of people who don't want you to succeed, and I call those people the doubters and the dousers. They're going to be dousing your dreams. They're going to be doubting your capacity or your capabilities, and they're going to speak against you. There's also going to be those that are just outright mean-spirited. They're just coming after you for whatever reason. They're just not good or nasty people. You see, if you have thin skin, you'll give in to their will. You'll give in to their opinion. You'll give in to their criticism, and you'll start believing their negativity. You see, I want you to see how all of these begin to work together. The strong mind, the broad shoulders, the thick skin. You see, all of these are success secrets. You see, this is all about you, right? Your ability to endure, your ability to resist the opinions and attitudes or the critiques or criticisms or the gossips of other people. So we start with a strong mind, success secret 1. Success secret 2, broad shoulders. Success secret 3, thick skin. Now check this one out, so important. The fourth success secret is this. You've got to have a big heart. And let me tell you why heart is so important, because heart is all about courage. Heart is all about the ability to lean into the next step. You might be standing at a precipice. You might be standing at the edge of a cliff and you have no idea what to do. There's a lot of uncertainty here. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of risk. There's a lot that could go wrong, and you have to have a big heart that says, listen, we're going to take this leap. We're going to take this step. We don't know where the next step is going to take us. We don't know what the outcome is going to be. But you have a big heart. And because you have a big heart, you are courageous and you lead with heart. The most successful people on this planet have a massive heart. They are courageous entrepreneurs. They are courageous business leaders. They are courageous sales professionals. They take risks. I can tell you I've taken a lot of risks in my life, and there have been times I have shrunk back. But I can tell you I have learned the secret of a big heart, that the only way I can achieve the ultimate success that I dream and the ultimate success that my life was meant for is by living with a big heart. Don't shrink back from those possibilities. See, this is why so many people aren't successful. They're shrinking back. You've got to lean into this. You've got to take some massive steps. You've got to move into uncertainty. You've got to move into risk. You've got to move into a world that you don't have all the answers. And guess what? The answers don't come until you step off the cliff. Strong mind, broad shoulders, thick skin, big heart. And then the final secret is so profound, and that is the secret of a deep spirit. You see, here's what a deep spirit represents. It represents a deep well of conviction. It represents a deep well of energy, resources. It represents a deep well of resilience. It represents a deep well of endurance where you have the ability to endure the long journey to success. Let me tell you this right now. Let me dispel a myth out there right now that success is instantaneous. You see these people on TV. You might see them in social threads where all of a sudden it seems like they are an overnight wonder. The truth is, most people that have become successful, it's been a long journey for them. They came in overnight success over the last 10 years. They came in overnight success over the last 20 years. You see, you got to realize that deep spirit is required. It's the fifth and maybe the greatest secret of success is a deep spirit where you have the resilience and endurance ability, the stick-to-it ability that pushes and presses forward even through the most difficult or the most enduring experiences of life. You see, it's when I began to apply these 5 secrets to my life that my life began to have a bigger impact, a bigger influence, which consequently influences everything else, every other dimension of our life. The question I have for you today, are you living by these secrets? And if you're not, I want you to begin to allow these secrets, the secret of a strong mind, the secret of broad shoulders, the secret of thick skin, the secret of a big heart, and the secret of a deep spirit. Because these secrets will change the game for you. And now the secret's out. Now you know the truth. You see, you can look at a lot of different success tactics, success hacks, but what I'm giving you right now are the secrets of success. My name is Jerome Wade. I'm the Elite Producers Coach. Get ready because video 4 is the finale of this mini series. And in video 4, I'm going to share with you how to become an elite producer. I'm going to share with you how to become a top earner. I'm going to share with you how to be a high achiever. So watch for video number 4 coming in your inbox tomorrow. This is Romy. I'm going to bounce for now. Live by these 5 secrets of success. They will change your life.